Welcome back to The Explainer. All right, let's just dive right in because today we are cracking an absolute mystery in the modern digital marketing world. So, you're running campaigns, right? You're staring at your dashboards, the numbers look great, but there is this massive piece of the puzzle that's just completely missing. Today, we're going to look at how a company named JumpAD, who actually just won the 2024 AI Advertising Technology Company of the Year in APAC, how they are finally connecting the digital dots to offline reality. So think about this for a second. What actually happens when an online click goes offline? It is a massive disconnect that honestly plagues so many businesses today. Because modern tracking, it's incredible, right up until a customer actually physically walks into a store. If your business relies on in-person interactions, this is a glaring gap. You're spending all these ad dollars online, but the second that user puts their phone in their pocket and walks through the front doors of your shop, poof, the digital trail just goes completely cold. And we all know online conversion tracking is easy, right? It's super rich with data, it's beautifully instant, we absolutely love it. But offline tracking, yeah, that is the dreaded blind spot. It's totally disconnected and notoriously hard to measure. And this contrast right here is the core tension for marketers today. You've got perfect 20/20 vision on your website, but basically utter darkness at your physical cash register. Which brings us to Section 1, the digital advertising blind spot. Look, without offline tracking, your AI tools are essentially operating with one eye closed. They are totally blind to the full picture. Like, everyone is using AI to optimize their ads right now, for sure. But remember, AI is literally only as smart as the data you feed it. If your system has zero clue which online ads actually drove physical in-store purchases, well, it can't optimize for them. This fundamentally cripples your campaigns. You end up wasting spend, and honestly, it's just a whole lot of frustration. All right, Section 2, AI-powered offline tracking. So to fix this, JumpAD built an offline conversion tracking tool. This is a first-of-its-kind innovation, designed specifically to measure the tangible, real-world impact of your digital marketing on those in-store purchases. Essentially, they built a bridge right over that blind spot. This tech gives you a previously unattainable level of insight. Basically, merchants finally know exactly which digital campaigns are making the actual physical cash register ring. But here's the catch. How do they make sure that AI actually learns the right lessons? Well, JumpAD's technology acts as this incredibly strict bouncer, basically, a data filter. It makes sure machine learning models are fed only high-quality data. It actively filters out the junk, irrelevant signals, spam. It removes those pesky fake clicks before they can mess up your metrics. And because they're scrubbing the data so rigorously, the AI can operate with pinpoint accuracy. It generates truly actionable insights instead of just, guessing based on noisy, corrupted data. Moving on to Section 3, Privacy First Data Personalization. Now, you might be wondering about regional differences. While Western trends have historically leaned really heavily on email for consumer engagement, the Asia-Pacific region, it's a completely different ballgame. It is heavily driven by mobile-first interactions. JumpAD saw this massive shift and intentionally built and optimized their systems specifically for this mobile-heavy market. This gives local businesses a massive competitive edge because they are meeting customers exactly where their attention actually is. And to make sure all that mobile data is handled securely, they use customized customer data platforms, or CDPs. But here's the kicker. Rather than hoarding all this data on some random third-party cloud, they integrate these platforms directly into the merchant's own private servers. This is huge. It means businesses retain total 100% control over their own data. It ensures top-tier security and compliance and keeps the power squarely in the hands of the merchant, right where it belongs. Their privacy-first approach is super clear here. They rely strictly on anonymized interactions and aggregated data. At the same time, they actively avoid collecting personal, sensitive information. By doing this, they completely sidestep privacy violations and data breaches. But, and this is the cool part, they still manage to glean incredibly valuable insights into customer behavior. They're just respecting global privacy regulations right out of the gate. Which leads us to Section 4, the market therapist approach. I love this quote from CEO John Liu. He says, "Our team's extensive expertise means merchants no longer need multiple providers. We analyze issues, anticipate challenges, and deliver an all-in-one solution." So JumpAD actually employs multimodal consultants. These are folks who are experts in both IT and marketing. By smashing these two usually separate fields together, they get rid of the usual bottlenecks and streamline really complex demands into one cohesive solution. They're not just throwing software at you, they're actively diagnosing and treating your business problems. In practice, this all rolls out as a really collaborative three-step pipeline. Step 1 is a comprehensive analysis of all your existing marketing data. Step 2, they identify your key strengths and actual growth opportunities. And then step 3 is a guided implementation to address ongoing challenges as they pop up. This hands-on approach is exactly why they're called digital market therapists. They actually sit down with merchants, look at the data together, and guide them step by step through the whole digital transformation process. Next up, Section 5, a winning Google partnership. Okay, let's look at a real-world example. Back in 2021, one of their long-term clients faced this major hurdle. They needed to track in-store sales coming directly from online ads. So JumpAD teamed up directly with Google Greater China to build a custom solution. And the result? A massive milestone. It actually became Taiwan's very first successful offline tracking case to get Google's approval for second-generation smart bidding. They literally did it. They connected the digital ads straight to the physical, real-world transaction. Finally, Section 6, ethical and sustainable AI. Look, AI is incredibly powerful, no doubt about it, but that power comes with some heavy responsibilities. Moving forward, JumpAD is committing to refining AI through real client feedback, constantly adapting to stricter consumer privacy standards, and, this is a big one, optimizing their infrastructure for energy management. We all know the computing power for AI has a massive environmental footprint, right? Well, JumpAD is actively working on sustainable solutions to minimize that energy drain while keeping everything fast and reliable. And CEO John Liu really anchors this whole philosophy. He states, "Our initiatives include further advancements in AI-driven personalization and data tracking guided by real-world client feedback rather than industry trends." I mean, that hits the nail on the head. They aren't just out there chasing the next shiny new thing. They are prioritizing the practical, real-world realities of their clients over fleeting industry fads. And honestly, that pragmatic, grounded approach, that is exactly how you build sustainable, long-term tech success. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a bit of a provocative question. Take a hard look at your own tech stack right now. What is the environmental footprint of your digital tools? And maybe more importantly, are they actually capturing the full offline picture? Are you optimizing for reality, or are you still operating in that digital blind spot? It is a crucial question for anyone looking to truly understand their customers today. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will catch you on the next one.